Junior year is it's a little stressful. It's very stressful, but I think it's manageable. You know, it's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be, but at the same time, it's definitely a lot more work than I've ever done.
I would say that I spend probably an hour and some change a night on homework.
Right now, I'm making flashcards for my physics formulas.
Definitely the largest workload I've ever had, ever. You know, there's weeks that are off, there's weeks that are on, but the weeks that are on, you can't. You basically come home, you study till 11 o'clock at night, you go to sleep.
What do I like about my schedule? It's not too challenging.
How many do you have left?
Like 80. I got plenty.
I would say I have the most work this year, but not by far and away. I think last year was also pretty challenging.
I couldn't even imagine doing this much work last year, or you know, even the beginning of this year, coming into this year, I didn't imagine it would be this much work.
Gonna check my grades.
I did think there'd be a lot of pressure going into junior year. I think everyone's heard the hype that junior year is your hardest year of high school. SATs, ACTs, APs, honors. I didn't do any of those, but I think that there was still an unknown pressure because you don't necessarily know what you're getting into.
I would say people say a lot of pressure comes from competition. That's definitely true. But I would say for most people in these AP classes, I think most of the pressure comes from, you know, yourself. You want to push yourself harder, and if you don't have that self-drive, I think those are the people that don't really do well in the AP classes.
There it is.
Well, my biggest goal coming into this year, which I didn't necessarily meet, was to do well in math. Just had a real history of struggling in math. And I know it seems like a small goal, but it's just like something I want to overcome.
I kind of let the study time come when it comes. Like, I usually set like an hour aside to do it, which like isn't too much. And then when I'm not doing my homework, I'm just doing this.
What's really been driving me is that it's that fear that I'm not going to do well or I'm not going to complete my goals is really what keeps driving me.
What have I taken from junior year? I think it's that no matter how stressed or how much pressure you might feel, there's always a way to overcome that.
But the fact that I've been able to cope with it pretty successfully, definitely, you know, it's a big confidence booster, and it kind of proves to myself that I'm the kind of student I want to be.